the water has come up so fast. The people they don't realize that they've got to get out, most of them. You know, a lot of people don't like to leave, or they have pets, and that's an issue.
I'm scared. I don't want our stuff to get ruined.
This is months of work, absolute months of work. It's not going to be solved in a couple of weeks.
We're going to be good. We're going to get through this, but this is unreal.
A daunting task, to say the least. Parts of Kentucky and Tennessee are grappling with damage from last week's devastating severe weather and flood outbreak. And now we have more thunderstorms in the chance. Yes, we are talking about severe weather today, but keep in mind these thunderstorms will produce rain. And that rain will eventually filter into the Mississippi River Basin, which right now is overrun with water. Let's cover the severe aspect of this first. So we do have a level 2 out of 5. We've had several days off from severe weather, and this is our first brush of it since our severe weather outbreak. It does include Paducah, Nashville, even moving down into Birmingham and Atlanta. All of these areas were impacted by the severe weather that we just got through, and that was a 6-day prolonged event. And we continue to get the surveys in, by the way. This morning, the tornado count, of course, it is up to 126. So the tornadoes that we experienced for the first week of April outpassing our first tornado outbreak, which occurred in mid-March. The numbers are stark and they are high. So here's a look at water vapor. This shows us where all the moisture is in the atmosphere, but also can help us identify where storms are located. Big old dip in the jet stream, that is going to be the culprit, and the upper level support for this severe weather that is mainly going to be an impact later today. Daytime heating, the humidity aspect, that is all going to be wrapped up in the ingredient list. Now, as we take a look at the shape of this jet stream over the past several weeks, you probably have heard us discuss a negatively tilted trough versus a positively tilted trough. It's not ideal for a severe weather setup, thankfully, which is why we have a lower risk level, but it's still a dip in the jet stream. So despite the fact that the positioning of this trough is not as bad as it could be, it is a big enough support to create severe thunderstorms. Then you throw in the fact that it's going to be warm, it's going to be humid, and we have a cold front that's going to lash right through this unstable air mass. It is going to lead to thunderstorm development. Right now, our dew points are in the 40s and 50s. That is dramatically lower than what we had with our last tornado outbreak, and that's a big difference maker here. Last time around, we had dew points in the upper 60s to low 70s. So the lower the number, the more beneficial it is in suppressing some of this activity, but unfortunately, you can't make it go away. We do have a little bit of colder air aloft. That's going to allow for hail production, and some of these hailstones could be rather large. We do have a 2 out of 5 alert for hail, and the component here for hail probably more concerning and more of a widespread risk than the tornado risk. Also, most of our storms today will produce strong straight line winds. Now, even a straight line wind at 75 miles per hour can cause damage, and it does not mean that we will not see tornadoes. I think we'll see multiple tornado warnings today, but again, the majority of our reports that come in will be for hail and straight line winds. Here's the timeline for Middle Tennessee, Nashville, after 5 p.m. So get your stuff done this morning, enjoy this afternoon, but after you pick up your kids, kind of head home. You want to be close to your safe spot in case we get some warnings that pop up. Here's a look at the timeline of what visually will look like. Scattered showers and storms possible before noon, but again, it's this secondary development in the afternoon over the Mississippi that is going to be the concern. These thunderstorms roll through, and after sunset, they're still working through parts of northern Alabama and north Georgia.